Welcome everybody, having a good time? Yeah. All right, repeat after me. Here we go, repeat after me. Let's go, let's go. That's good. A lot of the white people are still on rhythm. Pretty good, pretty good. Keep drinking, people. So I just hit 40 years old. And let me hear you clap if you're over 40. Did anybody else hear the depression in that clap? Now watch the difference. Pay attention. Focus. This is important. For all of y'all who just clapped, for being over 40, look around the room when I ask this question. Feel it with me. Let me hear you clap if you're in your 20s or 30s. You hear that shit? I want to speak for everybody else when I say, screw you, screw you. Yeah, my tight vagina, wow. Congratulations on that, by the way. But things start to sneak up. I hit 40. A couple months ago, I hit 40. I woke up, my joints were inflamed, right? My prostate fell out. It's ridiculous. Things just happen. And sometimes things start to creep up on you. Little things, subtle things. You got to pay attention. I'll give you an example. Get my kids ready for school. I got 2 beautiful boys, 7 and 5 years old. I get my kids every Thursday, I get them every other weekend. Living the dream. Some of y'all got that, that's good. And my boys are ready for school, they're ready to go. I'm fully dressed. The only thing left is this. I just recently lost, or I had to lose about 35 pounds, right? No, don't clap for that, I'm starving. Don't clap for that, it's cool. But you ever notice that you're way up here and your shoes are way down here? Have you ever had to hold your breath to tie your shoe? If you've ever made this sound, you gotta change something. But we don't want to change. We don't want to go to the gym because it's not Monday. So we try and circumvent the system. We're like, you know what? Screw it. I'll bring my foot to me. Did you ever see people do that, Rock? And they throw their foot. They tie their shoe. They put their foot down. They're not in shape enough just to put their foot down. They gotta do that gravity stomp, right? They rock and they throw their other foot up, tie their shoe. And they did it. They have to go to the gym or nothing. Made it through another day. You didn't get away with anything. I can see you. Because now you have a side knot. If you're not sure what a side knot is, look down. If the knot of your laces is touching the eye holes on either side of the tongue, eat a salad. You gotta fix something. I needed to fix something. I used to be the side knot guy. I had 35 pounds extra. I knew I had to change. I didn't want to go to the gym because it's the gym. So I figured I'd start outside, do some walking. What could be harmful about that? Here's what's harmful about walking. There's people outside called power walkers. Did you ever see these people messing up your curbside appeal? Bringing your property value down, right? Doing all that little walk, right? Just not motivated enough to run, right? Not in a hurry enough, they start walking, right? Power walking, power walking. Checking their pulse, looking at their watch. If you're in a rush, you should have run. I made fun of power walking, and someone came up to me after a show and they were like, Billy, power walking's a sport. And I said, huh? They said, actually, it's speed walking. It's actually, speed walking is a sport. And I said, huh? He's like, no, you should look it up. Go home and Google it. It's a sport. So I went home. Accidentally fell into some vodka, right? Don't judge me. I told you I got 2 kids. Every other weekend, living the dream. And I started looking at the power walking, right? And sure enough, it's an Olympic sport. All the sports you take away from the Olympics, and this is the one you keep. And they had announcers. And they were like, hey, Bob, you see how he keeps his shoulders in line with his hips? And I'm like, you're analyzing this. And then it made it worse. They slowed it down to analyze it. Why are you slowing it down? They're walking. And then something else hit me. Somebody gave birth to these people. These are somebody's kids. If my son came home to me and said, Daddy, Papa, I made it. I'm an Olympian. I'd be like, what is it, boy? Is it basketball? Is it hockey? Is it wrestling? What is it, boy? Talk to Papa. I'd be like, Daddy, I made it. I'm an Olympian. I'm a power walker. If my son came home to me and said, Daddy, Papa, I made it. I'm an Olympian. I'm a power walker. I would tell nobody. People would be coming, calling me up, going, Billy, I saw your son. He won the gold. It wasn't my son. No, I saw it. It said Austin Simas. I saw it, but like, it's not my son. They'd be like, are you sure? I saw that. No, but my son's in jail. My son was actually running a pretty successful crack house. He was a very successful entrepreneur. Don't call my son a power walker. We're very proud of our son. We're going to go visit him next Sunday. But then it hit me. This power walking, there has to be a place in society for power walking that's acceptable. And then it hit me. When you got to take a crap. That's what is acceptable. Think about it. You've been sitting there in traffic, right? I know driving down here, I was in traffic. Anybody been in traffic before? And you're behind that wheel by yourself and you got this pressure coming on. Just once I want to really have to take a crap and be in my living room, right? Like, you know what? Down the hallway to the left, there's the bathroom. I'm always in traffic and that bead of sweat's coming down. You've all been there where you actually said to yourself, alone in your car, I'm just gonna shit. I feel a lot better. Who am I gonna tell? I won't rat you out. But you can't be shitting yourself, you're an adult. So what you do is you hold on and then you stop memorizing exits. You're like, you know what? There's a Burger King. If I can make it to the next exit, there's a Burger King. And you finally make it to that Burger King. It's always in like a real tough part of town too, right? Like I wait for someone to kick the door and be like, give me all your shit. I'd be like, I just did. You can't get out of your car when you make it to that Burger King and run full speed because you're loosening shit up back here. You can't control your hole. You can't get out of your car and walk too slow because this is fine, it's tight, but you'll never make it. So you need a nice happy medium, a nice balance. Enter speed walking. The next time you're coming out that Burger King and you see someone coming at you like this,